Man, Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion. David Big D Adelaide, what a prospect he is, fighting out of London in the heavyweight division, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds.
So excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the three-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is Big D, David Adelaide.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. A punch and just got countered. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Nice counter shot. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. The straight right just misses. One punch could change everything in this battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no loops. Whoa, wait a minute! Adelaide rocked! Talk about Tarver in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
David Adelaide just took a big shot. They survived that.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice job blocking the hook. Nope, that jab not going to score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Come on.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, every twitch.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What do you do? Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd.
And Tarver crushes to the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
You've got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Beautiful counter shot. That left uppercut doesn't score. So we enter the final 10 seconds here. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Adelaide in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. You've got to... There's the bell to start round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That's Big D. David Adelaide is down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, it's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Don't get trigger happy. Because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot.
And that was a heavyweight shot that put Big D down. He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Good work out there. Come on, you're better than that. You've done all that work all the way. I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused.
Let's start the 6th. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. He would not want to be hit by this guy. Oh, wait a minute. Antonio Tarver's in big trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? So the referee says fight on. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Good defense there to stop that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Tarver in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Be smart when you go up there.
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How about that time counter shot? Good defense to block the hook. Is David Adelaide going to go down? Wait long to get back and get engaged.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Counter punch right up the middle. Incredible work rate. And he scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
And there's the bell for round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Tarver's been rocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. You've heard? There's the bell to start round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
doesn't score. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter shot. Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go down. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And the referee will stop it, and that's it. It's over. The fight is over, and we've got a winner.
Time is of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new place. Start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way.
It's an open-air outdoors. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They're both trying for a knockout. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. That uppercut does not score. Well done with that counter shot. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This is a high-octane battle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
A flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Shot lands. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. There's the bell to start round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of defense here at all. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Punch, counter punch. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. Holding nothing back here in the round. Insane action. He misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Billy Dibb in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have. On to the fourth we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You don't want to trade shots. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Right there. Billy Dibb is dazed and confused. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Jab misses. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Some fighters...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Billy Dibb in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Punches have to hurt. That left hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. On to the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land the jab there. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Lomachenko on the canvas. And you can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nicholson, are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
What resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornerman now is down for them doing their job. But get through the...
And there goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter. Both men getting off the canvas. There's the bell to start round 7. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
I've seen that twice before. Both fighters knocked down in the same round. And you think, who's going to go back as confident? Who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook just can't find the target. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Jab misses. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Billy Dibb in that last round.
I love that, Jeff.
And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round.
And down goes Billy Dibb. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Incredible work rate. Looking to land the hook. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what?